I am here with my friend Adam.
Oh no, Aaron. Gringo Loco.
Gringo Loco. First time he has a real camera because I saw always his videos, and guys, I told you like I will go to Brazil to meet this dude because when he spoke, he really spoke about things that I could really relate to.
Yeah. So I look really crazy right now because I've not had a haircut for 1 year, dude. 1 year.
That's crazy.
And I will get myself together. Today's just a really relaxing day. I didn't think Shaq here would turn up out of the blue and just point a camera at me like this. So this is really cool. So, but yeah, people watching this from Nameless, you know, Bam, all my subscribers. This is the guy. This is the man.
I think we can interlink. For example, when we do this video, you can now on YouTube there is a new feature that you can post like 2 channels, like your channel and mine.
Yeah, I can tag you.
We could tag each other.
So this is the year 2026. Brazil. We're going to get freedom. We're going to travel everywhere. We're going to achieve our dreams, fulfill our potential. You caught me in a bad day, but this is what I look like when I've just woken up. So
yeah, but it's no problem.
It's natural. So but we're gonna have our yerba mate. We're gonna train.
He's crazy yerba mate.
Hey. Argentinians, don't take offense.
The South Americans think he's crazy because how do you name this? What is the name of this stuff?
Yerba mate.
Yeah, but
the green.
Yeah, the green ones.
That's like Shimahao Tedede.
Because you drink it like this, he drinks it like this raw.
But no, this is 2 days old. I'm not allowed to drink in here, but this is 2 days old. So I put it in a plastic bag and save it and put it in the fridge because this is my energy.
Crazy.
But yeah, guys, we're gonna do it. So we're gonna get ourselves ready, and I got these glasses so I can finally see now. And I'm blind in this eye, as you guys probably know, but that's never stopped me because it's just kind of fueled me as well.
Can I interrupt you for a second?
Yeah, go on.
How we met each other was like, first of all, you respond to a comment. I made a video in Carnival in Rio, and then I was like, I have no subscribers, because I don't really do a lot of content. Then I reached out to you. I was watching your videos, and then I was like, oh, I could really relate to this guy. And Aaron.
Aaron. I call my name. That's why my name's Nameless. You can call me anything. They call me Arrow here or Gringo Loco. So
actually, how long are you traveling for?
I've been traveling since 2011. My first job was in Holland, doing construction work, physical labour work.
Yeah, I heard that about your story.
I was doing like 17-hour shifts a day. That's how I lost my eyesight in this eye, because a piece of fiberglass flew into my eye. Like a little particle glass, and my eye was bleeding, and it's the most painful experience of my life.
And what impresses me, because I felt spoiled, I also felt like spoiled in Switzerland right now. I don't know what to do. I have a good job, but you know how the matrix hits you. You know, you feel bored and stuff.
You get too comfortable, and you feel lost. But
because I'm also coming from Europe, I feel really spoiled, and I don't know, can I actually do it?
Yeah.
And you already did it, you know, and like. When I see you needing such a low amount to live, like, you know, you don't need a lot of food, you don't, that I find really impressive.
Yeah, I eat 1 meal a day, but I feel more alive. Like even today, like today's been the first rest day I've had in like 2 months. And I don't feel as good at when usually I do like 100 pull-ups here a day, and I'm moving all the time, and I feel alive. Like I'm pushing myself every day. But today's been my first rest day, and I feel kind of lost. Like I'm kind of like contemplating, you know, this day and age with social media, how it gets to you. You feel kind of lost in this day and age, and that's not how we're supposed to live. I mean, we're like, it's in our blood to be conquerors, to be travelers, conquerors.
Bro, can you hold it?
Yeah.
I will do some more pull-ups.
Yeah, do some pull-ups. So this is what I do every day.
Because when I was in Switzerland, I had the cold, and now I feel like I can train again. Here is summer.
Now you have the sun, and you'll be. Look at this guy. He looks like a Brazilian. All the girls are going to be crazy about him.
But I'm crazy gringo.
Everyone's crazy, dude. Everyone's crazy, but they covered it up with masks. But
that's not the topic.
But yeah, anyways, we're gonna get ourselves sorted. I'm gonna get haircuts. I'm gonna get a cap because I want to look like this guy. Because this guy turned up out of the blue, and I was half asleep. But yeah, I don't usually look like this guy. So you watch my video, so you know what I like. But this is just to show you that anyone can do it. I'm like, he's like 10 years younger than me, and I'm like, I look like this. I'm like, I didn't realize how tall this guy was.
But hey, I saw your videos. I saw your kickbox videos. You told me, and I've heard you were like years ago. You were like world champion.
Not world champion.
Not world champion, but like
champion of Manchester for my age group, from the ages what was it? but that was only in Tameside. Everyone, you know, is like a champion. Tameside is a part of Manchester. But yeah, Tameside. But and then I was swimming champion when I was 15.
Oh, nice.
I think that's what really gave me the energy, because all the energy comes from breathing.
Oh, okay.
And my mum threw me in the pool when I was a toddler because I was born with asthma. I spent my first 2 years of my life in hospital. Because I was born with the umbilical cord around my neck, and it caused a really bad asthma, and I was born with asthma, and that combined, I was in hospital. So I missed for the first 2 years of my life. I was in hospital, and they had to resuscitate me to life every few days, and I had to wear a mask. It was like Darth Vader, and I was like, then finally the woman said, you can get rid of this asthma by swimming, and my mum just put me in the pool and just said, okay, she kind of gave it up on me. She said, you either do this or you're going to die, you know. And I swam myself back to life, and by the age of 15 I was swimming champion. I swam every single day, and I got rid of my asthma by the age of 12, and then but by the time I reached my 30s, I was looking around, and I see people from my high school and stuff, and they were like balding and fat and stuff, and I saw Manchester. I thought, I've got to get away. I've got to get to like real life. You know, this isn't real life.
But once you were 22, you left the UK and you never came back, right? Or
I think it was 24, 22, and then I watched the movie I showed you about Cemetery Junction.
I watched it because of you.
Yeah, it was the most. Watching this, guys. If you want to travel, if you want to achieve your potential, don't watch all the Hollywood movies, because all the Hollywood movies are put out there to brainwash you, to control you.
Yeah, he's right.
Watch the movies that no one ever talks about, like King Arthur. That got really bad reviews, but to me, King Arthur, if you watch King Arthur, it will blow your mind. All the people that watch it say they love it, but the critics hate it. You know, the critics paid by Hollywood. But if you watch Cemetery Junction, King Arthur, you know, that's all about movies about like escaping the Matrix, which they don't want you to do.
But now actually, the feeling that I have right now in Europe, everything is changing, you know. Like, we don't have to get too deep into it.
Yeah.
But I think they will destroy also the currency.
Yeah.
Like, the wealth equality for the middle class is also declining and stuff.
Yeah.
And once they get rid of the middle class, then I think it will look more like people will try to escape, or I don't know, like.
I'm crazy Gringo. Yeah, stretch. But no, like I've had my year by master, so too much energy, but. Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying, but I think it all comes down to health. Health is at the core of it, and the fertility rates in Europe. Yeah. They have a statistic like.
But in Brazil it's also shit.
Yeah, but I think that's part
No.
of it. Yeah.
It's not sustainable in Brazil also.
Yeah, I think. Well, that's toxic.
The only people who can sustain it are Africans and Jews.
All right. Well, you know, Brazilian has a huge African DNA, you know.
Yes, but the Brazilian Africans, they also, I think they have a lower rate.
Okay.
Because I know that the rate of Brazil, it was like 1.68, and you need like 2.0.
Yeah. Well, they have a saying that Europeans are dying out right now. Like you know Europeans, because I saw a map, the fertility rate has really gone down. And I think that's also because they're adopting American food, they're adopting the chemicals.
And when you see all the goislop and the propaganda, they want.
And also the winters there, because I spent winter in Slovakia. That was the second place I travelled to.
Bro,
okay. But yeah, keep it.
You spent in Slovakia. You can.
Yeah, Slovakia. Slovakia. I was in Košice, and that was like wintertime was really miserable because there's nothing. It's like Manchester. There's nothing to do there. It's all just buildings and pollution, and it's kind of like Russia. Like you meet Russian women, and they're really beautiful. They're really outgoing because they've gone through real hell. You know, of like having no life because it's really just miserable and cold there. So when they come to places like this, they really like appreciate life for the first time. It's like they've been born for the first time.
It's crazy because once I landed in Brazil and now it's summer and stuff, I feel really more energized.
Yeah.
Like all the shit that I had in my, like the health issues and stuff. Gone. Like
you feel amazing in Brazil. All you need is nature, dude, because you'll sweat it out. Like even in the summertime here in Paraguay, I don't need to exercise.
When you talk, bro, you can also hold yourself.
No, I don't look too good right now.
Just how you want.
Okay, No, I've just woken up, so I'm a mess right now. I need to get a haircut. But my subscribers are going to be like, oh, look, this is what it really looks like.
No,
really.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Okay, but but these GoPros are really cool. But yeah, like as I was saying, and we're here in paradise. Look, this is everything you need here. You got surfing, you have guitars, you have music, and you meet beautiful people from all around the world. This is paradise, and this is away from the Sao Paulo city, which is noise. Because when you get to congested places, people bounce off each other, and too much energies, and too much. And obviously, the majority of energies in the world are negative. So and people bounce each other a lot.
Yeah.
You need to be around people with good energies and good, who feel clean, in body and mind. But a lot of you go to cities, it's all McDonald's, Subway, consume this, consume that, buy this, buy that. Whereas in when you come to the nature places, away from the huge cities, you feel fresh and beautiful. So yeah. That's it, guys, and I'm gonna get ready now. So just waking over.
Yeah, man. Nice to meet you, man.
Yeah. Much better.
But you don't know. This is actually interesting.
Yeah.
People want to hear this. Like, for example, PewDiePie.
Yeah, because he would blow up. Yeah. But yeah, I mean that's why people love PewDiePie, because he didn't follow what like you see those video game artists, the streamers and stuff like that. They kind of spoil it, in my opinion. They just play video games the whole time and just like what game do you want to play next? Just eat potato chips, eat chocolate, and like nick avocado, the mukbang.
Wow, that's
stuff.
crazy, yeah.
Yeah, but PewDiePie was true to himself. He was like, no, I'm gonna go to Japan, follow my heart, and he's really happy.
But the things that PewDiePie is doing is actually sustainable. What Nick Avocado is doing, or what he did, is so unsustainable. You will die quickly after doing this shit.
Yeah, and he did it for views and everything, and he did it for the laughs and stuff, but no one there for him. Like me, I'm really happy now. I have nothing. You've seen my bag in my room. I have one bag. Yeah. I have one bag of pasta, and I've travelled all around Brazil, but this is the happiest I've ever been. Just here, you have surfing every day. You meet beautiful people from all around the world. I have guitar, practice guitar every day. Do some pull-ups every day, and.
Interesting to know, and we don't have to talk about over the camera about this, but I just ask, would you consider yourself happier now than you are in the state that you're in? Or if you would have chosen to be in Manchester and just do...
What, and getting chosen the money path?
Yeah, or the money path, I don't know, man.
The only regret I have was not joining the military. Because my whole family was in the military. I would have chosen, because I told my dad, okay, I'm going to join the military. I went through the test, went for the fitness test, it was like 13 years ago before I started traveling. And I just saw everyone, and I just thought, I wanted to do it because, James Bond is everyone's hero. And I thought, I want to be like James Bond, he's like my hero. But then you see also how it's like a system. I think I was working a bartender one time. And I was working there, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'll join the military. And this guy came up to me. I like to follow my own path. You see signals in life. I look like you, you start to believe in stuff when you see little signs in life, gifts or something, from nature. And this guy came up to me and said, oh yeah, I was in the military. I spent 2 years there. And this guy was like smoking and doing drugs and everything. And he came back to England. And I thought, I just saw myself. I saw my future in him. I thought, do that one want to be like? Because he came back to Manchester. Even now that you see England, it's all migrants and all the people in the military. They're all sleeping on the streets. And I thought, do I want to do that? Do I want to serve a country that I don't believe in? Do I want to serve a monarchy that's corrupt? Do I want to serve a system?
But that's really deep. You're really deep right there.
Yeah. But I don't want to serve. I want to serve my own. I want to fight for myself. And I was this close to join the military. But I would have liked to done 2 years in the military. But yeah, like I said, you got to follow your own heart. And I think I listened to Into the Wild soundtrack before I left England. I packed up all my bags. I sold all my things. I sold my TV. Had nothing. I had one bag of clothes in me.
That's crazy, man.
I told you this. I've never felt more alive in my entire life. I was nervous and scared as hell. I was shaking, thinking, okay, this is it. I'm going to leave England. I've got no options. I've got maybe got a job in Holland I can go to where I can do construction work, which was, by the way, when I arrived, it was all criminals, because it was they employ anyone, places that employ anyone. It was kind of black market. They don't need a passport or anything. They just employ runaways and stray people from Poland and stuff like that. So I was the only English there, so I got death threats every day. If you read my story online, people were trying to kill me every day. And when I was working there, they were I think I had one guy who was pulled a knife on me, a fellow worker,
Where was this?
In Holland.
In Holland. Oh,
but all these Polish people, they're all doing drugs and everything. Drinking. If you don't meet Polish, they're really. I love the Polish, but they're really unique and dedicated to their work. I love the Polish.
Yeah, they are workers.
Yeah, they're really, really hard work, but they're really competitive when it comes to work. You'll never find anyone more competitive, and I love the Polish for that. But these were Polish criminals, that had to stray from Poland, and people that couldn't survive in Poland as well. But during the time, times have changed now. But yeah, this was. Before I packed up my bags and went, I listened to Into the Wild soundtrack, and just the feeling that I had.
Fucking crazy.
It was no. Like now I get on a plane and I just don't feel anything. I'm numb to it. Like you probably felt like some kind of energy. Your first time coming abroad, you
told me this was something that I also remembered, that you before you got robbed, you were like in this bus, and the other guy was pointing knife at people.
Yeah.
And you were like just rob me. This is what it is, because you're like desensitized.
This is why I'm called. This is why I'm crazy, because I'm like desensitized to everything. Once you start like achieving your dreams and you start, you have it like an instinct inside you. I think, oh, this is calling me. Like Brazil, when I saw pictures of Brazil, I thought, okay, this is calling me. Something's calling. I have to go there. You listen to music, you watch movies, and you think, you get that chill down your spine, and you think, okay, I've got to do that. And then most people, 99% of people, they make up excuses. I can't. Like the people in the comments, they say, "Oh, I'd like to do it, but I can't because I don't have any money. Probably February I'll have enough money." And I'm like, if you plan it and you do it like that, there's no point in that, because you're just living. I know,
but for the average person, it sounds just crazy, man.
I know, but if you plan it and you do it, then what's the point in living it? Because then you're just living what's in your head. You might as well go to bed and just dream of it, because that's the same thing. If you just pack up your bags and think, okay, I'm gonna go to this place, I'm gonna do it. When I was doing that, I packed up all my stuff. I was listening to the Wild soundtrack, and I never felt more alive. I felt like my life was like a movie. I was like, oh, this is great, and I felt like the movies I watched, and but then time after time, okay, I kept getting comfortable with it. I kept thinking, okay,
you got comfortable with the uncomfortable.
Yeah,
actually.
Exactly. I got uncomfortable, and then I was like 24, whatever, and 5 a.m. for my first shift, working construction. I realized these people were dangerous people. They were doing drugs, before work. They were snorting cocaine, and they were snapping at me all the time. They were saying, "Oh, you do this." I couldn't speak any Polish, so I thought, okay, I have to keep myself on edge. Like I did years of martial arts training, so that kind of set me up for. I thought, okay, this is it. I have to push myself. I can't keep going. I have to keep going. I had a plan to achieve my dreams, and I was in love at the time with a woman that I thought, but I was just young and naive. When you're deluded by Disney movies. I was kind of deluded by that. I thought, okay, I need to find out. I need to push myself and find out the truth on the other side. I need to, not give up this time and push myself, because I've never done that before. I've always done what other people do, give excuses, or
And there's creature comforts that also you think those things are your passion, but they actually enslave you.
Yeah.
For example, if I like doing jiu-jitsu, and I'm only used to doing jiu-jitsu in Switzerland, and I feel like, oh, I go travel the world, I have no money, or I will go out of money, I cannot do this, or I cannot enjoy this or this, then you think like, oh, should I really do that? So your passion is turned to something that makes you not do it,
Yeah. It's kind of like the quote from Fight Club. The things you own end up owning you, but it's not just things, it's also the prisons in your mind.
Yes.
Once you get too comfortable in this routine, it's even with me, I'm still working on that. My main goal is to be free inside and outside. I'm still working on my own, but you have people who come here who call me crazy. I get a lot of hate. So one thing you will get if you do this, you will get people hating you, and you need to be comfortable being alone and achieving your dreams. I get a lot of hate. I get people saying, why do you do this? Why do you do that? And they hate me so much, and they want to kill me. A lot of, especially Latinos, and that's why I like being alone. But like I said,
because you go outside on the streets and you just do videos with no matter what, and a lot of girls and stuff, and then they think like, oh, is this gringo? What is he doing? And stuff.
But you do get a lot of hate, especially from. But no one ever talks about that, because you're not allowed to say that. Especially in Brazil and Latin America countries, it's very. But I love Brazil because the thing about Brazil is you have a lot of honor here. If you respect someone in Brazil, they respect you back. If you push, fulfill your potential and you respect them, they respect you back.
And Brazil is crazy.
But because Brazil is healthy, it's beaches, it's fresh fruit and juices.
Yeah.
Where a lot of places in Paraguay or some places, they have a winter time and it's miserable, and they have the the fast food and stuff like that, like everyone else has. But Brazil, Brazil is all fighters. Brazil has a lot of fighters,
And the Brazilians love to fight.
Exactly.
That's the difference.
That's different.
Because, sorry.
No. If I in Argentina, they hate me. They hate Gringos a lot. Mexico, Argentina, they see me and they say, "Fuck you, Gringo," when I'm walking down the streets in Mexico.
Fucking crazy.
But if I snap, I'm a martial art. I used to be a boxer. My boxer said, "You can't get here to fight
because you do martial arts doesn't mean that you are a fighter."
Yeah.
That's something that I really recognize because I like doing martial arts. I don't see myself as a fighter. I'm not the type of guy who goes on the streets and likes to,
Well, they're not because they get all their energy out of them.
But what I heard is about the Brazilians that they really like to fight.
They really do.
They are not martial artists.
They do because they're fueled on coffee. They drink a lot of coffee. They have fruit juices here. They have nature. But think about Brazil. In a lot of Latin America, like me, when I get angry. After I worked out, not now, I'm not scary now because I've got my long hair and my glasses. I look like the most innocent person. But yeah, you can do pull-ups. Oh, yeah, sweet. Yeah, come on, down. Yeah, so we're gonna get ready to do our pull-ups. But yeah, as you do your in a lot of places in Latin America, like Argentina, Mexico, if I snap, if people offend me, if people say, oh, Gringo loco, fuck you, Gringo, and I finally snap, I get really angry. My Mancunian hooligan Irish side, my mum's part Irish, so that comes out of me.
It's crazy.
And I snap, but once I snap, I cannot come back. It either turns physical or obviously not now, because I'm worked out now, but if it gets stressful, and my boxer said, you cannot get into a fight, because if you get into a fight, you'll kill someone, and I don't want to end up in prison, or
especially not in Latin America.
Seriously, you either end up in prison or you end up dead, and there's no good outcome from that. But like I was saying, in a lot of Latin America, if you snap, if you fight back, if you start an argument, if someone annoys you, you say, "What the fuck you mean?" And I finally snap, and I finally get angry with them. They back down. Like in Mexico and like Argentina, they get kind of scared when they see maybe it's just me and my Mancunian side, because I'm too nice. I'm too usually oh yeah. How you doing, muito obrigado? I really like to, please the people, because you're in their country, you got to respect their rules. So I usually really respectful. But in Brazil, only one time I snapped, but they fight back. They will fight back. They will not back down. I was in Fortaleza, and in fact, this guy was making fun of me because I was doing this. I'm crazy in the gym. You see me work out.
You make the gym into a kickboxing room.
Yeah, I make the gym, and they say, "Look at this weird Gringo loco." And I was stressful. I wasn't eating. I was stressed out. With too much heat. It was too hot, and I just snapped. And this guy stood up and went, "Okay." He pointed here, because he couldn't understand English. And I said. And I was kind of like, okay, should we fight now? and I kind of looked at him, kind of respected him, because that's kind of like, he didn't fight back really angry. He wasn't like, yo, come on there, come on. He just looked at me and said, you, me, here. I was like, okay. But then that turned into a friendship, because it was like, I know martial arts, let's practice some martial arts together. And that ended up turning into a friendship, and that's kind of cool.
And then you trained with him.
Yeah. But we need to get back training because I'm a mess right now. But anyways, like and subscribe, guys, to my man.